Hello students, a very good morning. I hope that all are fine and safe. So in our previous video we have completed a chapter 2, that is measurement, with exercise 2.3. So now we are entering into the third chapter, bill, profit and loss. So this video is not going to have any sums. We are just going to have the introduction, that is what all we are going to see in this chapter. All these things we are going to discuss in this video. It is going to be a very short video which will have only from book what all we are going to see. Okay, let's get into this. So chapter 3, bill, profit and loss. So learning objective. First one, to prepare a bill and verify the bill amount. To calculate profit and loss. To calculate cost price, that is CP, selling price SP, market price MP and discussed. So you would have gone for so many shops, right? You will be very much familiar about this word bill. Now what is bill? So what all we purchase, they will be giving us a printed sheet which will have the amount and what are the items we have bought. Then to calculate profit and loss, you know what is profit and what is loss. Profit means labam, loss means nashtam. Then to calculate cost price, what is the cost of the price. Selling price means how much they have sold it for us, the market price. So all these things we are going to see in this chapter. See this one, mathematics life, bill, profit and loss in real life. See this one, Chitra bookshop. Can you see what all present in this bill? The name of the shop is present and the address of the shop is given. Then bill number will be given. Then phone number of the shop will be given and the date of purchase will be given. Then in detail they will be giving you what all the things you have bought. See, it is a stationery shop. What they have bought? They have bought text note, one is ruled and unruled, and a school bag. So quantity is given, then the rate is given and the total amount, what else to be paid is given. Okay, so in words and also in numbers it is given. So this is a small bill. Okay, so you would have seen this. Okay, see this one, cash bill, ABC Stationery Mart, Periyar Salai, Erode. Bill number, as I told you, then date. Why this bill number and date is important is, for example, if you are buying something which is not fitting you or something. For example, you are buying a pant which is not fitting you, or it may be a bigger size or smaller size. You want to exchange it. For that, they need this date and bill number. Without this bill number and date, there will be no bill provided. It is very, very important for making a bill. Then serial number is very important. So how many products we are buying, that is important, and items, what all we are buying. See, 192 pages, unruled notebook, ink pen, pencil, eraser and a geometry box. So totally how many items they are buying? 5 items they have bought. Quantity, how many they have bought? So 192 unruled notebook, 3 numbers. Ink pen, 2 numbers. Pencils, 2. Then eraser, 1, and geometry box, 1. Then rate, coming to rate, 21 rupees. Each book is 21 rupees. So how many book they have bought? Notebook they have bought 3. So rate of one notebook is 21 rupees. So 3 into 21, it is 63. You have to multiply the quantity and the rate of a product. See here, 192 pages, unruled notebook, 3 numbers, and rate of one notebook is 21 rupees. So 3 into 21, it is 63 rupees. Ink pen, 2 numbers. So one ink pen is 35 rupees. So 35 into 2, it is 70. Then pencil, 2 pencils, one is 15 rupees, so 2 into 15 it is 30. Eraser 1, 5 rupees. Then geometry box 1, 52 rupees. So 1 into 52, 52. Then we have to add. The total amount to be paid is 220 rupees. And here also, how many quantity they have bought? 3 plus 2 5, 5 plus 2 7, 7 plus 1 8, 8 plus 1 9. So totally 9 items they have bought. Okay, see, from the above bill, Kode understands that the bill has the following details. As I told you, what all important and what all present in the bill. Name of the shop, serial number of the bill, I told you, date on which the bill is produced, the list of item purchased, cost of each item, total number of item purchased, amount paid for the purchase, tax detail. You will learn in the higher classes. You know it, right? We are paying so many taxes for each and everything which we are buying. Okay, when you see a bill, you can see some taxes, service tax, all these things they will be given. Next, verification of bill. What is meant by verification? Verification is nothing but you're checking. Verification is nothing but checking the bill. If you go to a big shops, okay, like a shopping complex or a supermarkets, when you go there, 2 persons will be provided. One will be for preparing a bill, okay, and to one person you have to prepare a bill, and you will be giving the amount to them. And the second person will be for verification. They have to check why this number of items is given is nothing but they have to check. So 3 notebooks are there. They will check 3 notebooks are there. Yes. Then they will put a tick. Can you see the ticks here? There. Item 2, pens. 2 pens. 1, 2. So 2 pens there. Then 2 pencils there. 1 eraser. Yes. 1 geometry box. Yes. So they will be ticking everything and they will be giving you. Okay. So this is how they will be verification. This is how they will be verify your bill, what all you purchase. Okay. So next is preparation of bill. So here this is a vegetable mart. Okay. Vegetable shop. Here they have bought, as usual, the name of the shop is given and bill number is given, date is given, serial number is given, items, what are the items bought? Brinjal, onion, tomato and potato. Quantity in kg, because there when we saw in stationery shop it was just quantity in number. Okay, but here when you come to vegetable, it will be given in quantity. Okay, kg, kilogram. Brinjal 2 kg. See the rate, rupees 12. So 1 kg is 12 rupees. So 2 into 12 it is 24. Onion is 3 kg they have bought. 1 kg is 16 rupees. So 16 into 3 it is 48. Tomato 3 kgs. Again it is 20 rupees. 3 into 20 it is 60 rupees. Potato is 2 kg. They are buying it for 24 rupees per kg. So 24 into 2 it is 48. Finally they have to add and get the amount from us. Okay. Can you would have seen these people also. Okay. Like roadside vendors. When you buy, they won't be giving any bill. It is like just paying the money and getting your products. Okay. See. Here one more bill is given. Example 1. Ramya purchases some makeup item and gets the following bill. Hair clip, hairpin, ribbon, handkerchief. So what is the first thing? Name of the store, bill number, date, serial number, items, item bought, rate for each, quantity, how many they have bought, and the amount to be paid. See, some questions related to this one they have asked. Observe the bill and answer the following. What is the bill number? Where we have to find the bill number? It is here. The bill number is 100. Mention the date of the bill. What is the date? 15th May 2018. 2018. How many different items were purchased? 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 different items were purchased. What is the cost of an hair clip? Hair clip. So cost of it is 15 each. Okay, so it is 15 rupees. Then what is the total cost of a ribbon? So total cost of ribbon, so 12 per meter. They have bought 3 meter, 3 into 12, it is 36. See the difference here. Cost of hair clip. Cost of hair clip means only one hair clip. Total cost of ribbon means you have to multiply this and tell how much is the total cost for buying the ribbon. There is a difference. Okay. Now the next question. Prepare a bill for the following purchase at Avon's sales counter in Coimbatore on 25/6/2018, bearing the bill number 160. 5 packets Milkover of 100 grams at rupees 40 each. 5 packets buttermilk at rupees 8 each. 6 packet milk of 500 ml at rupees 25 each. 5 packet ghee of 100 grams at rupees 40 each. So we have to find the amount. So 5 into 40, 5 fours are 20. So 200 rupees for Milkover. Buttermilk, 5 into 8, 5 eights are 40, 40 rupees for buttermilk. 6 packets of milk, 25 rupees each. 6 into 25, it is 150. Then for ghee, 5 packets, 40 each. 5 into 40, 5 fours are 20. So 200 rupees for ghee. So what is the total amount to be paid? It is 590 rupees. See the next one. See, we have prepared the amount to be paid, but in the format of bill, it is given. Okay, this is how the sums is going to be in exercise number 3.1. Next, we are coming to profit and loss. As I told you, profit means labam. So what they have gained. See the definition for profit. The excess money that the dealer collects from the people is called a gain or profit. The excess money. Okay, so he would have bought the product in different amount, but he's getting more amount from the person whom he is selling. So that is called as profit or loss. See this one here. What is loss? The losing of money in his investment is called. I told you he is buying a product for 100 rupees. Okay, if he is selling the same product for 120 rupees, it is a profit. 20 rupees is profit for him. If the same product is sold for 80 rupees, 20 rupees is loss for the person. So this is the difference between profit and loss. Next is cost price. A shopkeeper purchases from a manufacturer or a supplier. This is called purchase price. He also meets up the overhead expense like transport charges, wages, etc. So the cost price consists of the capital, the cost of raw material, the labor charge, the protection, the electricity charge, the transport, etc. So cost price is nothing but if the product is bought for 80 rupees. The product is bought for 80 rupees from the manufacturer. Overhead expenses is nothing but I am going to this manufacturer and collecting this. So going there, I will be spending some money for travel. Okay, for everything I used to spend. No, so that will be called as overhead expense. So for that, I am keeping 20 rupees. So what is the cost price? The cost price of the product is 100. So I'm going to keep this one as 100. Okay, so this is called as cost price. Now we'll see what is the market price. When a shopkeeper takes the goods from the dealer to his outlet for sales, he has to make profit in his business. So he marks the price higher than the cost price of the goods. This price is called as a tag price or market price. So I told you he is fixing this as 100 rupees. When this is transported to a store, okay, so I have bought from this person, I am going to sell it to someone, so I am going to add 20 rupees extra, so that is called as market price. Next is discount. So you know what is discount? The reduction of cost on the market price for the purpose of attracting the customer or some other reason is called as discount. They used to say 20% discount, 30% discount, 50% discount, all these things they used to say, no. So the reduction of cost, okay, so that is called as discount. Okay, is selling price. So selling price, what I am fixing the amount to be sold. The amount that a customer pays to a commodity after availing the discount wherever possible is called as selling price. So I am selling, I have fixed the price as 120 rupees. 100 plus 20, it is 120 rupees. I am just keeping a discount of 20%. So when 20% is discount means 20 rupees minus again 100 rupees, I am going to keep it as this. So when I am selling this for same 100 rupees for you, this is called as selling price. And this, excuse me, this one, if CP is lesser than SP, that is cost price is lesser than SP, selling price, there is a profit. If CP is less than SP, cost price is less than SP, it is a profit. So I am selling it for 100 rupees. When I bought it for 80 rupees, it is a profit. When I sell it for 80 rupees, when I bought it for 100 rupees, it is a loss. It will be little bit confusing, but if you memorize this, it will be easy for you. It is like a formula. See, profit is equal to selling price minus cost price. Loss is equal to cost price minus selling price. Then if CP and SP is equal, selling price and cost price is equal, means there is no profit or loss. So what is the discount? Market price minus selling price, or selling price is equal to find selling price, market price minus the discount amount. If there is no discount, then MP is equal to SP. Both MP and that is market price and selling price will be the same. Okay, let's fill this one. If cost price is 50 rupees and selling price is 60 rupees, what is the profit? So here, profit or loss. So cost price is less, selling price is more, it is a profit, so it is not loss. So how much? Selling price minus cost price, 60 minus 50, 10 rupees is a profit. Cost price is 70, selling price is 60, it is a loss. So 70 minus 60, 10 rupees loss. So cost price is 100 rupees, profit is 20 rupees. So what is the selling price? 100 plus 20, 120 rupees. 80 rupees is a cost price and loss is 15 rupees. So what will be the selling price? So you have to subtract 80 minus 15, it is 65 rupees. If it is sold for 70 rupees, the profit is 25. So what is the cost price? So CP is 45 rupees. Once again, selling price is 100 rupees, loss is 30. So the cost price is 130 rupees. Okay, very simple. If you understand, it is going to be very, very simple. Okay, next page. So in the next page and all, they have given so many example sums which will be in the same format. If you read the question, it is going to be very, very simple for you. Okay. See, so many sums are given. So the next video we will start exercise number 3.1 and we'll go with the with solving the sums in exercise 3.1. Okay students, so try to complete your classwork till exercise 2.3 and submit it for correction. Okay students, so we'll wind up the video here. So I'll meet you in the next video. Until then, take care, stay home, stay safe. Thank you students.